Welcome to the third match of round 3 losers bracket. This one is going to be between Patch Beasts in the bottom left corner of the map with Dragomandril on Ares, Double D on Vela and Slammer on Hydros against Team MS in the top right corner of the map, Kula Bandula on Grath, Angry Sloth on Hydros and Nuke Official on Ares. So let's take a look at their composition and start this one off. We see Double D going with an Engineer and a Sentinel, Slammer go with a Warp Drone and a Sentinel, and Drago with an Engineer. So pretty standard stuff at this point. I don't see any shadows from Slammer there, only the Warp Drone, so I believe that was the replacement there. And for Team MS, we have an Engineer for Angry Sloth, a Nuke Official with a Juggernaut, and Hula going with another Engineer and a Sentinel. So 2 Sentinels here, and also Angry Sloth is going to go for this Shadow, but Slammer and Double D have Sentinels in place. So this game should be good. Let's go and jump right into it. Again, the team that is going to lose this match will be eliminated from the tournament, so those guys are playing for their tournament lives at this point. And we have seen aggressive strategies from Patch Beasts, and it looks like Drago is going to go up here indeed and try and steal that creep. Double D and Slammer are going to do the same here, and it does not look like they are going to be contested down here, but Drago is in a really bad spot there, and he is actually going to go down with his Sandstingers as well. Nuke is now coming up here, and he is looking to take back those creeps. Overall, that was nicely done from the red team. Unfortunately, they did lose this creep camp, which might end up hurting them a little bit, but they did get the minerals from the kill on Drago. And Drago is now spawning back up. He is going for a Sandstinger heavy build, and we see an engagement right here. Angry Sloth and Hula are trying to pin down Slammer, and it looks like they're doing a good job at it. And Slammer is going to go down. Let's see if they want to pursue for those Scuttle Guards and Ares' Sandstingers. Does not look like it. But again, nicely done from the red team so far. We see Drago actually pushing up here, and he is looking to get a little bit of damage done. We see in the bottom right corner of the map, Nuke Official is going to clear out those critters. And Drago is actually engaging up here. Has to be careful. Those Sandstingers are very squishy against those Scuttle Guards, and very nicely done by him. He gets out of the way. Slammer with the intercept, although, and this game just turned around in favor of the blue team right here with this engagement. Let's see if they can pick that Terrapin Trooper off. He might be able to dash in there, but it would be a little bit too risky. And nonetheless, this was a good engagement by Slammer there, and Drago was quick to react as well. We see Double D here battling it out with Nuke. It looks like Nuke is going to get out of there, but Double D has longer range, and he is able to snipe him if the position allows for it. Very aggressive game so far. We see that the Titan is going to come in 20 seconds, and we also have those camps that have not been touched. Only now Double D is going to work on this one, while Drago and Slammer are going for theirs. Titan is going to come in 5 seconds, and I believe that both teams are going to be late. The only one on time for the party is going to be Nuke Official down here, and I think he's just going to wait for an ambush in those bushes. There we go. Only now he's going to move in for the Titan. And Hula is up here as well. Drago and Slammer are not all that late. Double D gets here as well. And all of our players and their armies are now engaging the Titans. But it looks like we'd see a little bit of a head start for our red team right now. Hula is going to engage down there. Double D has a nice position there with Vela's Raptors. You want him in the back, and you don't want him tanking. Slammer is doing a good job at tanking. But this damage has to come from both sides. We see Drago was focusing this Bramblethorn down, and even if his hero is going to die, that Bramblethorn kill is extremely important at this time of the game. So Hula is going to lose his Bramblethorn. That was a big blow to our red team. And we see that Titan's health are going in favor of the red team, however, but I don't think that they are going to be able to hold the middle for much longer. Double D and those Raptors are getting really aggressive right now, and they are going to be able to try and snipe Nuke, but he does get away, and Slammer is here to just box them in, not letting them get anywhere near. And as we can see right now, let's check the income. Everything is even at this point. Both the armies on the map and the income is pretty much even, although it looks like the red team has lost quite a little bit, and we can see that in the energy count of the present units. And this Titan fight is taking a long time, and we see that Sentinel snipe from Double D, nice one, nicely executed there. He ends up losing a few Raptors in the process, but I believe that Sentinel was worth it. There is another one up here that he can try and go for, and I believe that their focus is just going to be to get this Titan down, and after that they can get the Sentinel. They have managed to push the red team away. That Sentinel is really low, and Double D is trying to get onto it, and it looks like it is going to go down right now. There it goes. But Slammer is taken down by that Bramblethorn. As we can see, the second Bramblethorn is up and running, and Drago and Double D have to be careful. There we go. They managed to take down the Titan. And they have to be extremely careful around that Bramblethorn with their squishy units. Let's see if Angry Sloth is going to make it. It does not look like it, and down he goes. This first Titan was killed very late, and its health was extremely low, so I don't think that it is going to be able to kill or rather destroy one single tower. But that Bramblethorn might actually go down. The tower goes down as well. There's not much red in here to defend at this point. This Bramblethorn is going to be the focus of Double D, and down it goes. Medium camps have spawned, but that Bramblethorn kill was a lot more important than those medium camps, in my opinion. And now we see that the blue team is going to try and normalize and stabilize in this game. Basically, that was extremely nice by them. As we can see, there is basically no army left for Team MS at this point. Patch Beast is just rolling forwards. There is only 8 energy on the map at this point for our red team. Absolutely nothing left, and our blue team is going to go for both medium camps. They can do that uncontested at this point. As we can see, Angry Sloth, Hula and Nuke are trying to recuperate by taking their in-camp medium creeps. And Angry Sloth is going to get 2 Aquadillos. That's going to help quite a little bit. Hula not really producing anything at this point. While Nuke did get his first Apocalypse there. Let's jump into our blue team's camp, and we see here that Slammer is going for 1 Aquadillo, 1 Ice Frog. Drago is going for Tech Level 3, Magic Resistance and Exo Fiend. While Double D, I have noticed that he likes this heavy Raptor style. He is going to incorporate that Wind Ray into this heavy Raptor composition. We see here from Slammer, he is going to try and potentially take down this camp. It is going to go extremely fast with that Aquadillo and those Ice Frogs. Hula is trying to scout a little bit, and that is a nice pick on that Sentinel. So the blue team is going to lose vision. As we can see, they are pretty much blind at this point, while the red team still has 1 ward up here and the Sentinel lying around. So there is that Sentinel that I was talking about. It sees exactly what Slammer wants to do, but there is not much to contest him with at this point. They are all the way down there. Hula is coming up with 1 Bramblethorn, but those Aquadillos and the Ice Frogs are able to take down that tower really fast, and Slammer is most probably just going to get out of there as soon as possible to not risk damaging and potentially losing his high tier units. Drago is still going for Apocalypse right now, and Nuke is also rebuilding Apocalypse, Ember Fiends, and a few Sentinels as well, while Double D is going for Deadeye, so he is now trying to get some higher tier units up, and he does have attack damage level 2 coming as well as ability power level 1. Now he has to be careful in here. Angry Sloth is looking for an engage with those Aquadillos, and they can do quite a little bit of damage against those Raptors. So he has to be careful. Slammer is now coming down, killing that ward off. Nicely done. Then backing away, ensuring that they have vision over this location. And we can see here overall resources that was put into armies is 1k higher for our blue team. And let's check our income is exactly 1000 ahead for our blue team. We see Nuke in here doing a nice job at clearing out those critters, but it looks like the blue team is going to be aggressive again, and they are going to push in here. Let's see how this one is going to go. Drago has to be careful with his army, doing some nice apocalypse shots there, getting a lot of high tier units from Nuke. And we can see here that actually Drago has been killed during this engagement, but that is not such a big deal. His army is still intact, and actually they can still do this. They can still keep pushing at this point. They have a little bit of a lead in terms of army right now. So it looks like they're getting pushed back. They are choosing to just go back. That Aquadillo was getting body blocked by just a little raptor, and it ends up being taken down. Same goes for the Wind Ray, and this is actually going pretty bad at this point for our blue team, which found themselves in quite a head start, and right now they're facing a few issues. And the Titans have spawned as well, and I don't think that there is going to be much to contest with. We still see that Drago has his army pretty much intact at this point, so it is going to be up to him to secure this Titan fight. Slammer is still rolling around with 2 Ice Frogs and 1 Aquadillo, so not that bad from him. Double D is getting his Raptors back, as we can see right now, queuing a lot of them, and we see Ice Breaths going from both sides, but that Apocalypse shot there by Nuke was really well placed, and unfortunately this Aquadillo is going to go down for Slammer as well. So the blue team keeps on taking heavy losses at this point. They want to be able to secure this Titan, but they're having a hard time doing it. Slammer is now rebuilding his Aquadillos, Double D going for 1 additional Deadeye, while Drago, having lost quite a little chunk of his army there. Nice Destructive Prophecy by Drago there, getting to kill a few high tier units, and that was a great Ice Breath from Slammer as well, coupled with that Apocalypse shot. But again, Drago lost another Apocalypse during that exchange, and those are extremely valuable. You don't want to lose those units at this stage of the game, and in fact you don't ever want to lose them, not if not taken out by another Apocalypse shot anyway. And as we can see here, those heat waves are able to push the red team away for the time being, but the Titan's health is getting low, and this is going to be a close fight between those two. Drago is now rebuilding Devilkins. Slammer not really queuing up anything at this point. Nice Ice Breath there. Would be good if he can take down that Aquadillo, and he does indeed. Nice engagement there. Going immediately for the other Aquadillo. Nuke blows his ultimate, and Slammer is actually he might lose both Aquadillos that he had. And down he goes. He pops his ultimate to be able to stay alive, and with that ultimate they are able to take this Titan fight just barely, but still it is a very nice lead from them with this Titan right now. Hard camps have spawned. Hula gets taken down as well, and at this point I think that the best idea for our team Patch Beasts is going to be to go for those hard camps and leave the Titan to just keep the red team busy at this point. It looks like Drago is going to hang out around here a little bit, and that was a very late reaction from Nuke down there. He took that Apocalypse shot straight in the face, but this Apocalypse is getting really low. Has to be careful there. And 1 Devilkin goes down. Good Apocalypse shot from Nuke there. They really have to engage this this hard cam. There it goes. Slammer in front, being able to tank. The Warp Spire has been destroyed, but the Titan went down as well. and I believe that the blue team is going to be able to take this hard camp in time and not get surrounded by their opponents. Hula is coming around down here, but he only has a few growth tenders, not all that much for him at this moment. Nuke is rolling around with one Apocalypse, another one on the way, and 2 Ember Fiends. He's going to go for the other hard camp in the bottom right corner of the map. Angry Sloth is here as well with an Ice Frog and another Aquadillo. While Hula is coming down with a Juggernaut that I believe is going to go for those towers, and we also see 2 Iron Cannons being built for our red team. The blue team won't be able to take both of them down, and I believe this one is going to go down, but this one will definitely get this tower here. And while that happens, the red team was able to clear this hard camp, so very nicely done by them with this engagement here. And we can see that now they are actually going to go back to their base. They have secured a little bit of a resource bank right now, and they want to remax as soon as possible. They want to be ready for the next Titan fight. And as we can see here, Slammer is very careful with his units, nicely done there, avoiding that engagement. He could have been surrounded there pretty easily. Medium camps have respawned right now, and again the red team is on top of this one. That Bioshard gap is still there, however, as you can see right here. But let's check the income. We still see that the blue team is quite ahead on those Bioshards, and you can also see that with the upgrades up here. Double the upgrades for patch beasts at this point. And we see Drago getting ability power level 3, 1 Apocalypse, 1 Ember Fiend, Self-Fulfilling Prophecy, and an Engineer. He's just queuing up everything at this point. We see Slammer going for 2 Sentinels, High Volt, finally getting High Volt. That is a very good upgrade to have if you're going to play with those Aquadillos. And taking a look at Double D here, we're going to see 1 Engineer, ability power level 2, and defensive upgrades as well. Changing sides in here, we go for Hula, and he is just rebuilding Bramble Thorns at this point. Those Needle Ferns are doing a little bit of work thanks to those Growth Tenders. Careful with that Aquadillo, you don't want that to be taken off for free basically. Double D is on top of his game with those snipes there. And we see that Angry Sloth is going to get his cellular reconstruction upgrade at this point. Nuke again is just rebuilding, trying to get his high tier level army up and running, and he only has 3 Ember Fiends and 1 Apocalypse at this point. Both teams are now waiting for the Titans, but the red team still has this camp to clear, and it is going to give them a little bit of resource there that they desperately need at this point. Actually, Double D intends to steal that camp. Nicely done there, not actually managing to get the steal, but they are close, and actually they did steal 1 aerial unit there. So nicely done. Unfortunately, those 1 Ember Fiends and 1 Apocalypse gets taken down by Angry Sloth there, so not really worth it there by Drago. Titans have spawned, and it looks like Slammer is just sprinting down here, not really wanting to get caught out of position. Nice Ice Frog there to delay, and this is a good engagement for the blue team. In fact, they can just go for this with those Apocalypse shots. They can make something happen there if they can plant those properly. We see Nuke is just going to blow his ultimate. We see Deadeye shots coming in. And Slammer again, his army is pretty much alive right now. Only now 1 Aquadillo goes down. Careful with that Ice Frog, it might get taken down. Down it goes, and that Aquadillo, you have to retreat with it. You don't want to lose it as well. But in the meantime, Drago was able to do a little bit of damage to this Titan. And Double D sniping those Sentinels, being really efficient on top of his game. A nice map awareness from him. We see heat waves coming down. They are not really going to zone them out all that much. We see this Iron Cannon is able to get down a few shots on this tower, but that is not really the important thing. Right now, this Titan is being won by our blue team, and it is pretty much a full health Titan. And we see an iron cannon being built in the upper left side of the map. Let's see if they are going to want to take this one down, or if they want to just focus with their Titan. Double D with more efficient snipes there, doing a good job with that. This Ice Frog ability kept him away quite a little bit, but didn't actually manage to do all that much. But that engineer snipe from Double D, again, really on top of his game, especially with his map awareness and his priority targeting there. And we see this Titan going for the healing generator. There it goes. Titan has to move on to this archive tower right now. And I don't think that Double D and Slammer are going to be able to do much damage in here. That Titan won't be able to take down that archive tower by himself, so he needs a little bit of support down there. But this is just a little bit too much red down here, and the Titan is going to go down. The archive tower is at half health, so if they want, they could try a push in here, but I don't think it is going to be worth it. We see heat waves coming down from Drago. He still has those Apocalypse shots, and he might want to do them now. And there they go. They snipe two Ember Fiends, in fact, so nicely done by Drago. But this is actually not the path that he wants to take. There it goes. He just goes down back to safety right now. And we see Slammer managed to rebuild his army, not really missing anything at this point. He does have 3 Armadillos and 2 Ice Frogs. Let's go and check our income. So heavily in favor of Patch Beasts right now. Almost 3,000 more Bioshards there. And the armies are pretty much a little bit equal, still in favor of Patch Beasts right now by 300 Bioshards and quite a lot of energy. But those upgrades are what's really going to matter right now. And we see Slammer and Negrisloth trading blows in here. Both teams are just trying to do some damage right now. We see this Juggernaut just lying around for the moment. He can't really do anything, while Drago is trying to take down this Warp Spire. He has to be careful though. Some nice destructive prophecies going down by Drago. He was able to clear out a few high-tech units there from Nuke, but he has to be careful in here. This is an awkward position for our red team while they are still clumped up together. It isn't easy to just surround them. We see Slammer is up here. I believe they're just trying to get a surround in here. Nuke is all by himself. Hula doesn't really have that much army left, and Drago and Double D are now chasing Angry Sloth. Slammer can actually turn back around in here and try to do something with his Ice Frogs and Aquadillos to try and pin some of these units down. And we see heat waves coming down from Nuke. He is just buying time with those heat waves, and he is being quite successful at that. But that shadow gets taken down by Double D with the support of the Sentinel. Careful there, Slammer. He does not want to lose those units. He ends up losing 1 Ice Frog, I believe, there, and 1 Aquadillo as well. So Double D can't really do much to support this, so he's going to go back. We see Drago up top just tanking this archive tower. He wants to take it down, but I don't think that he has enough right now in order to do that, so he has to back away. We see Angry Sloth is trying to take down that Iron Cannon and is going to manage to do just that, but that Ice Frog is able to freeze those high-tech units there, and Slammer is trying to box them in. Angry Sloth might go down. Down he goes, but still he escapes with 3 Aquadillos, so he still has a little bit of an army here. Careful not to be hit by those heat waves there. Drago is doing a good job evading those, however. And we see 1 Iron Cannon is being built up here. They are just stealing their creeps. The blue team is stealing those creeps right now. And the next Titan fight is here. And if the red team is going to lose this fight as well, then I don't know how they're going to be able to come back. But those Aquadillo actually managed to take down almost all the Apocalypse from Drago. Only 1 is left. And careful with a Brambletron. Drago goes down. He still has a little bit of an army. Double D is definitely good with his army right now. He's looking very healthy, even though a healing generator wouldn't hurt too much for him right now. And we see Nuke just surviving at, what is that, 1 HP right now? Just incredible for him, and he's going to be able to go back and heal. Slammer with a fully healed army is now going to come up here. 3 quadrupeds, 2 ice frogs, and 2 aquadillos as well. This is going to be tough to break for our red team. Those shadows are getting instantly taken down. That iron cannon was taken down as well by Nuke, but it wasn't really doing all that much anyway at this point. They have to win this Titan fight, otherwise their chances to get back into this game are going to be extremely low. We see Double D with those snipes being pretty efficient there, trying to get rid of those bramble thorns and those aquadillos. Great freeze from Slammer there, and he's going to be pushing forward with his aquadillos. Careful there, those are going to hurt. One aquadillo goes down, and the other one is going to follow, I believe. There it goes. We also see this Bramblethorn still somehow managing to stay alive. Slammer actually loses quite a little bit of his army. He's only left with 1 Ice Frog and 1 Quadrupus at this point. However, the blue team is winning this Titan fight, and with this Titan, if they choose to rush for the archive, then it might just be game at this point. We see Slammer just rebuilding. He does have 1 Aquadillo ready to warp in, 1 Ice Frog on the way, Double D just getting upgrades, while Drago is rebuilding his last Apocalypse and getting tech level 4 as well. Some nice snipes there. Manages to get 1 Ember Fiend, nicely done by Double D. And Angry Sloth is now trying to get his 3rd Aquadillo, but it is going to be quite far off at this point. And we see with that Ice Frog, Angry Sloth and Nuke and their armies are going to be frozen quite a little bit. They managed to escape, however, but this army for the blue team is just extremely dangerous at this stage of the game, and in comparison with what's left for our red team, I believe that this is going to be incredibly hard to defend. Titan goes straight for the archive, and Angry Sloth is going to do his best to try and eliminate those high tier units from Drago, and he actually manages to kill quite a few before that Aquadillo is going to go down. But this is just pretty much GG at this point, and Team MS chooses to surrender. They are out of the tournament, while Patch Beasts advance to round 4 of the losers bracket.